गाइस जब मैं रिकॉर्ड करता हूँ सेशन को तब आवाज आती है रिकॉर्डिंग इन प्रोग्रेस।
हाँ सो
ओके। तो वेव्स की बात करें, इन लास्ट क्लास वी डिस्कस्ड कि wave is a disturbance carry energy and momentum but there is no real transfer of matter. Wave can be different type. If we need medium, then mechanical or elastic wave. If wave don't need medium for the transportation, non-mechanical or electromagnetic wave, example in case of light. Based on the propagation. If energy propagate, then progressive wave. If energy do not propagate, stationary wave. And we have both progressive wave and stationary wave. Progressive means complete, continuously moving. Stationary means ultimately there is no movement of the end. Transverse moving up and down, longitudinal moving forward or backward. You know all this stuff. This progressive wave equation is important. Example, if it is moving in the plus x-axis or minus x-axis, what will be your amplitude? Okay, if minus sign minus kx, then it means plus x-axis. Plus value minus x-axis. I think that's all we did in the last class. Any doubt from the last class?
so can you show that location of the particle part?
Which one? This one.
Oh, 1 second. Like you showed different phase differences.
Progressive wave equation.
1 second.
This is the most important thing we did in the last class.
Yeah, this I attended this part. I left right in this class itself, like yesterday.
I think probably in the end, like this.
Yeah, I think.
I'll
Okay.
explain this later because this is important.
No, no, sir, I was there for this. I remember. You asked me a
Then you
question.
didn't miss anything. We did question then, I guess.
Oh.
Yeah. So we are talking about velocity. How to calculate velocity of progressive wave? Wave is moving either in the plus x-axis or in minus x-axis. So what will be the velocity in this case? So if you see y, the displacement, it will be equal to a sine kx minus omega t plus phi. This was the equation. If you want to calculate the particle velocity, individual particle is moving at a given point, particle velocity, then this particle velocity will be dy by dt, because you know we are differentiating with respect to time. Remember, we are differentiating with respect to time. It means omega will be constant, correct? If you are differentiating with respect to time, omega will be constant. Omega will come out. A sine differentiation is cos kx minus omega t plus phi. And out, guys. This is the particle velocity. Correct. If you see what is the maximum value, in case of maximum value, cos theta will be equal to 1. So particle velocity maximum will be equal to omega a. Right? And this is what we did in case of SHM. In SHM, we had almost same kind of equation. If you remember what we did in SHM, if any displacement y is equal to a sine omega t, Then if you calculate velocity, you know velocity is dy by dt. With respect to time, you are differentiating, so omega will come outside. It will be omega a cos omega t. Correct. If you again differentiate, you will get acceleration because acceleration is equal to dv by dt. Then omega will again come out omega square a sine omega t. Any doubt, guys? This is what we did. Sonia, correct? Sonia, answer is no. Why? Because differentiation of sine is cos. Differentiation of sine is cos. But differentiation of cos is minus sine. Differentiation of cos is minus sine. Okay, that's why it will be minus omega square a sine of. Almost same word. Even if you calculate velocity there in the SHM, maximum velocity will be omega a. Same maximum velocity here is omega a. But Barinder, if you want to calculate any what should I say, any position of the SHM. So example, if you differentiate with respect to x, what will be the value? Differentiation with respect to time, what's this? Barinder, what will be the differentiation with respect to x?
I don't know, sir.
Sarah,
Not sure.
remember we are differentiating with respect to x this time. So with respect to x, so constant value will come outside. Okay, but I have to do one thing. If I am writing like this, then I have to take ulta equation. Otherwise, our VP value will be wrong. So if you take y is equal to a sine omega t minus kx plus phi. Why I took like this? Because our here I am taking it positive, so it should be positive only. Otherwise, the whole thing will be wrong. Then it should be omega t minus kx plus phi. Why? Because focus on this point. See here, omega is positive. That's why omega is coming outside, which is positive. But if I take ulta, kx minus omega t, then you should take minus omega a outside. Even that will be correct. But you should let me show you what I am trying to convey. See, if y is equal to a sine kx minus omega t, let's take this, and you are differentiating with respect to time, then front part will come into the, let us see this part, full minus omega will come outside, minus omega a sine kx minus omega t. Okay, but if you take if you take ulta, a is equal to a sine omega t minus kx, and now you differentiate with respect to x. So what will happen when you are differentiating with respect to x? What will happen? What is happening? So minus k is the constant value that will come outside, and what will be the answer? Minus ka cos omega t minus kx. Understood, guys? Ask me your doubt.
Understood.
If you have math, you know, whenever you differentiate, we should know with what respect we are doing. Here we are differentiating with respect to x. That's why minus k will come outside. Correct. Here we were differentiating with respect to time. That's why minus omega came out. Almost in the same way. Anybody have doubt, let me know. Now we are differentiating with respect to different thing. Anybody have doubt?
No, sir.
So if we understood this well, then we can do further thing. Anvita, if I write velocity is equal to omega by k, is this correct? All of you have to prove is this correct or wrong. Answer is this is correct. How do I know? I can write formula omega is equal to 2 pi f frequency and k is equal to 2 pi by lambda. 2 pi cancel. We also know frequency multiplied by wavelength is equal to velocity. Tell me yes or no. So it means this formula is correct. We can prove that. Okay. So when we say the velocity is velocity of the particle is equal to dy by dt, this is different thing. When we say v is equal to frequency into lambda, this is different thing. What is the difference between these two? Because both are velocity. This is particle velocity of individual particle, and second is the wave velocity on complete wave. Remember, these are the two different things. The whole wave is moving with some speed, that is wave velocity. Individual particle is moving with some speed, that is particle velocity. Okay. Next, same thing is important in your interference also, because in interference you always get confused. So in interference you have three things: path difference, phase difference, and time. But main important thing is path difference and phase difference. बरिंदर कंफ्यूजन होता है इन दोनों में, पाथ डिफरेंस एंड फेज डिफरेंस में. and how to calculate the value.
Yes, sir.
Sarah, do you get confusion in your wave optics, path difference, phase difference in constructive, destructive? Anvita,
Yes, sir.
सानी आवाज आ रही है मेरी?
Yes, sir.
Hmm. The simplest way to calculate path difference and phase difference, path difference delta x, change in the path divided by the wavelength, is equal to change in angle divided by total angle 2 pi in one location. You are comparing with one complete wave. Example, if you take one wave, this is one wave. This is one wave. What is the length of this one wave, Sarah? Lambda, wavelength. Correct, Sarah? Wavelength, length of one wave. Anvita, what will be the phase difference in this case? Angle, maximum angle in one wave.
180.
260, 2 pi. This is pi by 2. This is pi.
Oh, okay, right.
This is 3 pi by 2 and then 2 pi. You know, in a one wave, length is lambda and phase is 2 pi. And if it is changing, then change in path divided by the wavelength. Change in angle divided by 2. Remember only this. Your constructive and destructive path difference and phase difference will look extremely easy. Okay. Example. All of you do this and send me in group. Calculate phase difference if your delta x is lambda by 4. Calculate delta x if your phase difference is 3 pi by 2. This is question for you. Done?
So first का pi by 2.
First pi by 2. Okay. If this is pi by 2, then your wave is 1/4. Here wave will be 1/4 lambda by 4. At pi angle, your wave will be half lambda by 2.
So can you explain?
Here it will be 3 lambda by 4, and here you have one complete wave. That's why wavelength lambda. This is the logical way, Anvita. At 90-degree angle, you have 1/4 wave. At 180-degree angle, half wave. At 270-degree angle, third, fourth, and at one complete wave, angle will be 2 pi. And if you write formula, what is delta x value? Lambda by 4. Lambda remains same. Delta phi you have to calculate. This is 2 pi. Lambda lambda cancel, 2 2 ja 4. So your phi change in phi value will be pi by 2. Make sense? Right formula. This is extremely important not only here but also in your wave optics, because there you will talk about a path difference and phase difference a lot. This is the simplest method. You should know in one complete wave, length is wavelength and angle is 2 pi. Pi by 2, 3 by 4 lambda. Yes. Any doubt, guys? All of you got answer? Anvita and Barinder, and your answer.
Yeah, I got it wrong. So
Apply same formula. You have to calculate delta x by lambda is equal to what is phi value? 3 pi by 2 by 2 pi. Pi cancel. Delta x will be equal
Good
to 3 by
afternoon.
4. Good afternoon, Pragya. Any doubt, Anvita? Where you were facing issue?
understood.
So based on this, you can compare SHM equation with these two, and things will be exactly same. Example, in SHM we did three things. If you calculate any displacement, it will be A sine omega t. Velocity dy by dt, A cos omega t, and omega will also be there because constant. Acceleration dv by dt minus omega square A sine omega t. Like, this is in SHM. In this chapter, there are two versions. If you take equation y is equal to A sine omega t minus kx, and if you calculate velocity exactly in the same way, dy by dt, omega will be constant with respect to time we are doing now. Omega is constant, sine omega t minus kx. And if you calculate acceleration here, dv by dt, again and differentiation minus omega square A Sine. No, no, no. Much better. Cos. No, it will be sine, but the problem is I wrote sine here by mistake because differentiation of sine is cos. Differentiation of cos is minus sine. Tell me, guys, any doubt? Yes or no? Any doubt, guys? Understood? Same equation. Differentiation of sine is cos. Differentiation of cos is minus sine. Remember this rule.
So,
Yes, Anvita.
when I told you I need to leave around 5, sorry, 4:15, right? Can I leave right now? I'll see the recording when I watch the
Sure.
recording. Thank
Differentiation of sine is cos omega t. Omega will be outside. But differentiation of cos will be minus sine. Ah, okay. Correct. Understood, guys? Any doubt? Sine
No.
differentiation, cos differentiation minus sine. Minus sine. That's why we wrote this thing. So same like SHM. That's why most of people read SHM wave and wave optics together, especially neat dropper band. Any doubt, guys?
No, sir.
No, sir.
If you don't have any doubt, then this complete topic is done. You can solve question of SHM because it's been long time you didn't revise this. This part are extremely important. Example, if you see what could be the maximum value of A, it can be minus omega square A. Maximum value of velocity omega A. Maximum value of Y A. That's why Y is equal to A. You can also say minus omega square Y. Okay. Done. Done, guys. Same here. Can we say this A sine this part is Y, so A is also equal to minus omega square Y. Tell me, isn't it exactly same as SHM? It is SHM again. Understood?
Yes, sir.
When this topic is done, uh, we'll solve questions. If speed of a wave is 300 meter per second, frequency is 500 hertz, and the phase difference is pi by 3. Calculate the path difference. तो हमने यही स्टार्ट किया ना. हाँ. So energy of the wave, when we consider kinetic energy, it depends upon the medium mass per unit length, wavelength, and velocity. This omega A is velocity. If you see potential energy, exactly same thing. Total energy, addition of kinetic and potential. 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 will be 1 by 2. Got it? Example, if kinetic energy of a wave in one wavelength is 50 joule, what will be the total energy and potential energy? Question number 3. If kinetic energy of a wave, because in this chapter we are talking about wave, is 50 joule, you have to calculate what is the potential energy and what is the total energy. Tara, what is your answer? Hmm. Hmm.
Energy of 50 joules.
Yes. So potential energy is equal to kinetic energy. It will be 50 joule. And total energy is the addition of kinetic and potential energy. It will be 50 plus 50, 100. Any doubt? If you don't have any doubt, then you can calculate power of the wave. How to calculate power of the wave? You know formula of the power P. This power P is equal to energy per unit time. Correct? Is equal to energy per unit time. So this is E by T. In this situation, what is the total energy? 1 by 2 nu lambda V square divided by time, or 1 by 2 nu lambda omega A whole square divided by time. What is lambda by time? What is lambda by time? Barinder, what is lambda by time? Velocity. Because 1 by t is frequency, right? 1 by t is equal to frequency. That's why you will see ki power is equal to 1 by 2 nu. Instead of lambda t, you can say V omega square and A square. Any doubt? Any doubt, guys? If you don't have doubt, Sanya, tell me what will be the intensity. because we are doing same method. Like if you correlate with the work power energy, same thing. You correlate with the dual nature of matter, same thing. You relate here in this chapter, same thing, intensity. You know intensity is equal to power per unit area. Power per unit area. And if you take area in this situation, then what will happen? You know power is equal to 1 by 2 nu velocity omega square a square by area. You know 1 by 2 new value is mass per unit length into area into V omega square a square. Pratigya, what is mass by length by area?
Area into length, volume, density.
Density, velocity, omega square a square. Tell me any doubt. So if you know energy, you can easily calculate intensity and power. It's very easy if you know energy. Correct. So same thing you do in SHM. The kinetic energy, potential energy are same. Maximum value is half k a square. Do you remember? Correct. Half k a square. So as you can see here, intensity I directly depend upon the a square. And this is what again you use in this chapter or wave optics. Amplitude. Because what is I? Intensity. What is A? Amplitude. Do you remember ki in your wave optics you did the same thing? Intensity directly proportional to amplitude scale. Yes, this is correct. When it is moving with a given velocity, frequency, and in a given medium have uniform density. Is this correct? Any doubt, guys?
No,
For a given medium, if medium is given in a particular medium, you will see omega and velocity are constant. If omega and velocity are constant, then intensity will directly depend upon the frequency and amplitude. Okay. If frequency is also a constant, I is directly proportional to a square. This is what we do. I directly depend upon the a square. You must have seen the I1 divided by I2 is equal to A1 square divided by A2 square. This is what we do in the wave optics. Correct. Or for the same stuff, you can say if you want to calculate amplitude ratio, it will be under root I1 divided by I2. Correct. All this stuff is given in your wave optics interference. Okay, we will use a lot in the, and that's the problem. Ki when people directly approach the interference in light, they directly read ki I is directly proportional to amplitude square, but they don't understand how. Even if you don't do this, From SHM, you know your energy is like this half K A square. For a given system, K is constant. So energy directly proportional to A square. And you know intensity is equal to energy per unit area per unit time. Energy depend upon the A square. So intensity also depend upon A square. Correct? You can correlate. Why? If you can correlate this, we have very small but very popular topic: speed of mechanical wave in string. You must have done the question from this: speed of mechanical wave. Sania, what is mechanical wave?
Yes, sir.
What is mechanical wave?
So,
Hmm.
so wave which requires medium to propagate.
Yes, waves require medium to propagate. So, in this case, if you calculate velocity, and because this is wave up and down, because string will move up and down, so this is the transverse wave. This is the transverse wave. If you calculate velocity of the transverse wave, in the simplest term, it is equal to tension divided by mass per unit length. And you must have done question from this formula directly. Correct? What is the tension of this string? And what is new mass per unit length? Mass per unit length. Okay. Now, depend upon the situation, you can do the different stuff, but this is the basic formula. Any doubt, guys? It means speed in a string depend upon the tension in the string, and it also depend upon the what is the mass of the string. Just imagine, if mass is less, then there will be more waveform, right? Speed will be fast. Right? Yes or no, guys?
Yes. Sir, could you scroll up a bit?
Sure.
तो क्लास कितने टाइम तक चलेगी?
12:30 बजे तक. Are you ready for staying till 12:30?
नो सर, बिल्कुल नहीं.
चलो 11:30 कर देंगे तुम्हारे लिए.
नहीं सर, वो भी नहीं.
This is
Done,
not
sir.
choice. This is need. कभी
Sir,
कभी
I'm
तो मुझे
done.
लग then
सर
sometime
बताइए
I
ना.
feel sometime I feel कि I should open a coaching institute with residential system. Everybody will stay in the campus, and there will be all fun activity except mobile. Not like any residential system. Many residential system is there. They are very strict. Everything is there, but we are not copying them. Our system is there should be fun, like morning on time wake up, having running and exercise proper. Then 1 to 2 class for fun. Any game you want to play, it's your choice. Proper routine. and everybody's managed. Practically, right now, it's not possible, but I want to have this system. It should not be compulsion to read for NEET. It's just choice. If you don't want to read, we won't force you. Okay. So ratio of the velocity of a string is 7:3. Okay. If nu1 by nu2 is equal to 1, then calculate t1 by t2. And got it, guys? Answer. Because you know velocity is equal to tension. Who sent me? Sania. Okay. Tension by nu. So V1 by V2 is equal to, एक मिनट बस, T1 by T2 and nu1 by nu2. Okay. If you take square, V1 square by V2 square is equal to, what is T1 by T2? We have to calculate. What is nu1 by nu2? 1. That's why it will be like this only. What is V1 value? 7 square 49. V2 value? Tell me, guys. Any doubts?
No, sir.
And I've seen many questions from this topic. This formula particularly is extremely important. If you solve question from this topic, you will find it interesting, easy to solve, and you will never face issue with this. Okay, never means never, because it's way easier. So this part of the wave is done. We have to have the basic idea about the sound waves and what are the factors that affect the speed of the sound. And after the sound wave, you will have one of the most popular topic of this is this organ pipe and beat frequency. So we are left with the two important topic now: organ pipe and beat frequency topic. Full standing wave, you can standing wave and beat frequency. That's all. So hopefully in next class we'll finish this chapter, full chapter. Okay, whether it take 1.5 hours or 2 hours, tomorrow we'll finish wave optics. And today is 7. Oh my god. Okay, guys. Then see you at, now it is 5. See you at 7. Okay, with the chemistry.
हाँ 11:30 बजे तक कर रहे थे ना.
अरे मैंने माफ कर दिया, मैंने कहा चलो बच्चों पे रहम कर देते, बस मुझे दया आ गया सी.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, send me your
Thank
notes,
you,
guys.
sir.
Okay, send me.
Okay, sir.